Let this circle represent $1 million. This is what $10 million would look like. This is what $100 million would look like. And this is what $1 billion would look like. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a net worth of 117 times this number. And then there's you. You're probably working a job right now, one that you got from the degree that you studied for in university. You probably don't have much in savings as your living expenses seem ridiculously high. You feel as though you're not paid enough. You have credit card debt that needs taking care of. Maybe you're studying for a degree that you hope can bring some good money. You probably don't have any savings, only a pesky student debt hanging above your head. Wealth, getting rich, that all seems like a distant dream. How did they do it? You ask yourself, seeing all those millionaires, billionaires, especially the ones who got there at such a young age. It baffles you, it makes you angry. They got lucky, they were born into wealth, they cheated their way to that money. It doesn't make them as evil, and you're not smart, and I'm just unlucky. Those dreams you had of buying that mansion, your favorite sports car, paying off your mortgage, traveling around the world, they'll forever remain that way. Just dreams, nothing more, nothing less. You come to the harsh realization. It's a rigged game. It's been a rigged game from the start, and you're on the losing side of it. But what if I told you were wrong? What if there was a way of getting there, an actual equation to wealth, a science behind the way money works? What if you didn't have to abandon those dreams of paying off your parents' mortgage or traveling around the world? Would you call me a liar for saying so? I promise that I'm not. And by the end of this video, you'll understand there's a side to the coin that you're not being shown. But I warn you, the road is tough. It's filled with struggle. It's filled with ups and downs. It will need swallowing some difficult truths the school system and society haven't told you yet. And let me be clear, there are many of you who will not make it to the end of this road. But for those of you that do, at the end of this road lies wealth beyond what you thought you could attain. At the end of that road lies the freedom of never having to worry about money again. Still with me? Then let's not waste any more time. Part 1. The lies you've been fed. What do you really think about money? Is this something you work for? Is it earned or is it inherited? Is it the root cause of all evil? Are you desperate to have more of it? Have you been chasing it most of your life? The truth is, most of what you think about money has been influenced by your upbringing and environment. If you were born into a family that didn't have much money growing up, then you're more inclined to believe that you will not grow up to have much money. Or perhaps you went on the complete opposite end and decided to make as much money as you can so that you will never be in that position again. The fact that your school didn't teach you much about this subject doesn't help things, and because of this, most of you are going to have false beliefs about money that aren't going to help you on this journey. Now stick with me here, because we're going to have to change the way you've been seeing money your whole life. Hollywood has always had a habit of depicting the wealthy and rich as evil, backstabbing, entitled, or corrupt individuals. Question is, have you bought into that stereotype? A recent report released by WealthX showed that of the world's ultra-wealthy, those that had a net worth of 30 million or more, 68% of them were self-made. And it seems like every other study backs up this conclusion. Warren Buffett, self-made billionaire. Howard Schultz, born in poverty. Oprah Winfrey, born in poverty. Jeff Bezos, self-made billionaire. Elon Musk, self-made billionaire. Sarah Blakely, self-made billionaire. What is it that these people know that you don't? The truth is, your equation is all wrong. Here's the two-dimensional equation that you've been taught. Money equals salary earned from a job. Past a certain point, the prospect of getting a job becomes the sole purpose of your education. So what's wrong with that, you ask? I'm going to assume that if you're watching this, you want to make money, a lot of it, and in a short amount of time as possible. If that is your goal, then this equation for generating money will never get you there. We all have a precious resource, like the most important resource of all, and once it's gone, there's no way of getting it back. That resource is time. In a standard job, the amount of money you earn is dependent on the amount of time you put into that job. If you earned $20 an hour and worked 40 hours a week, it would take you nearly 24 years to reach a total of $1 million. But that is without subtracting any taxes or any expenses that you will incur over 24 years. And let's not forget that inflation would make your $1 million less valuable. The reality is that on a salary of $20 an hour, you can only really be a millionaire at an old age by living frugally, and most of that precious resource known as time has slipped through your fingers. You traded all that time for money, and it wasn't even a substantial amount either. So again, you ask yourself, how is it then that there are self-made millionaires and billionaires at such young ages? What makes them so different? And the truth is, they have a better equation than you. They have a way of understanding money that you haven't quite grasped yet. Part 2, the truth about money and wealth. pay very close attention now. Stop chasing money. In a capitalist society, the rules of the game are as follows. You are paid in proportion to the perceived value that you have and the people that perceive your value. They are the market, the consumers of the economy. The market is you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your country. People complain that football players are overpaid, but for players to be paid millions, there has to be a market for the football industry in the first place. People have to see the value in football in the first place for them to want to spend money on matches and merchandise. And if the market has a high demand for football, guess what happens to the players who are at the top of their game? They are paid generously for it. It's not about how hard you work. The cleaner that's sweating and tiring himself out every day is paid far less than the accountant sitting behind a desk. Why? Because the market perceives the value of what the cleaner does to be far less than the accountant. As harsh as it may sound, the cleaner can be replaced by anybody. It isn't difficult to learn how to do his job, and therefore the market will not pay him more than the accountant, the guy who spent years studying numbers, the guy who has saved his clients thousands on their taxes. But even so, we just discussed how getting a job isn't the right equation to amassing a great amount of wealth in a shorter period of time. So then how can we increase our perceived value? What is it about people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos that makes their perceived value so high? The first step to this equation of wealth is quite simple. If you want money, solve problems. If you take a second to digest this statement, you realize that just about all money stems from this basic premise. If it solves a problem, money will be thrown at it. If it's $1 million problem, then the solution will make you millions. If it's $1 billion problem, then the solution will make you billions. Think about all the problems that a site like Amazon solves. The hassle of going to a store, the hassle of having to wait weeks for a delivery, cheaper prices, and so on. Not to mention all the other companies that Amazon spawns and the problems that those companies solve. Jeff Bezos helped solve a $1 billion problem and also rewarded favorably for doing so. If you've been chasing money, then you've been doing it all wrong. It sounds almost paradoxical, but if you want money, it isn't money that you should be looking for. You should be looking for problems and, more importantly, solutions to those problems. And once you've found that solution, make a business around it. Wait, so that's it? Just solve problems and money will appear? So I'm gonna have to create the next Amazon for me to be rich, or the next Facebook or Google? You've got to be kidding me, right? I don't even know how to code. I don't even have the money to start something of that scale. Hold on. You're almost going into old patterns of thinking. Start with a problem. Always start with a problem. Listen to the market around you. What are people saying they don't like? What are people saying they wish existed? What are people saying frustrates them? What do people think is incredibly inconvenient? Is that a problem that you can solve? And also, is it a problem that is worth solving? Part 3, a problem worth solving. Scaling a solution to a problem is the ultimate goal for anyone seeking to build wealth and create a sustainable business model. The ability to impact a large number of people with your solution is what separates scalable ventures from those that remain confined to limited growth potential. Let's delve deeper into the concept of scalability and how it can revolutionize the trajectory of your entrepreneurial journey. Imagine you have identified a pressing issue in society and devised a solution that addresses it effectively. This solution could be anything from a new technology to a service-oriented business model. Regardless of its nature, the key determinant of its success lies in its scalability. Consider the restaurant versus franchise example once more. A standalone restaurant caters to a specific geographic location and is limited by factors such as foot traffic and local demand. On the other hand, a franchise model allows for rapid expansion across multiple regions, tapping into diverse markets and maximizing revenue potential. This scalability is achieved through replicating the business model in different locations, leveraging brand recognition, and capitalizing on economies of scale. Similarly, if your solution involves developing software, scalability hinges on its ability to reach a wide audience without the constraints of physical distribution. Once the software is developed, it can be distributed infinitely online, serving users globally with minimal incremental costs. This scalability opens doors to exponential growth opportunities, as demonstrated by tech giants like Google and Facebook, whose platforms have transformed industries and revolutionized communication on a global scale. However, scalability isn't solely about reaching a larger audience. It's also about optimizing efficiency and minimizing resource constraints. Take the example of a yoga teacher charging by the hour. While hourly sessions may yield immediate returns, they are limited by the finite number of hours in a day. By transitioning to an online platform offering pre-recorded classes, the teacher can scale their business by reaching a broader audience while eliminating the time constraints associated with in-person sessions. This shift allows for passive income generation and unlocks the potential for exponential growth. Automation plays a pivotal role in scaling a business efficiently. Implementing systems and processes streamlines operations, reduces manual labor, and enhances productivity. Tasks that are repetitive or time-consuming can be automated, freeing up valuable time and resources to focus on strategic growth initiatives. Whether it's automating customer service inquiries, streamlining inventory management, or optimizing marketing campaigns, automation empowers businesses to scale effectively while maintaining operational excellence. Furthermore, scalability necessitates a shift in mindset from micromanagement to delegation. Recognizing that you can't do everything yourself is essential for sustainable growth. Delegating tasks to qualified professionals or outsourcing certain functions allows you to leverage specialized expertise and scale your business more effectively. While relinquishing control may seem daunting, it's a crucial step towards scalability and long-term success. Accessibility is another critical aspect of scalability. Ensuring that your solution is accessible to everyone in your target market is essential for maximizing its impact and revenue potential. This may involve localization efforts, translation services, or adapting your product or service to accommodate diverse needs and preferences. By prioritizing accessibility, you can tap into new markets and expand your customer base, driving sustainable growth and profitability. In conclusion, scalability is the cornerstone of wealth creation and entrepreneurial success. Whether you're launching a new venture or seeking to expand an existing business, scalability allows you to maximize your impact, reach a wider audience, and unlock new revenue streams. By embracing automation, delegation, and accessibility, you can scale your business efficiently and achieve sustainable growth in today's dynamic marketplace. Part 4. The reward. At this juncture of your entrepreneurial journey, you're confronted with two distinct paths, each carrying its own set of opportunities and considerations. The first path entails continuing to nurture and grow your business, while the second involves cashing in and selling your venture. This pivotal moment, known as the acquisition, marks the culmination of years of dedication and hard work spent building a business from the ground up. The acquisition process represents the realization of your efforts, where someone recognizes the value of the solution you've created and is willing to invest in it. Examples abound in the business world, such as Instagram's acquisition by Facebook for a staggering $1 billion, or PayPal's sale to eBay for $1.5 billion, which saw Elon Musk pocketing a significant portion of the proceeds. These high-profile acquisitions underscore the immense potential for financial reward that comes with building a successful business. Should you choose to continue running your business post-acquisition, several compelling reasons may drive your decision. Perhaps you have developed a deep attachment to the company you've built, viewing it as your proverbial baby that you're unwilling to part with. Alternatively, you may believe that you can further enhance the value of your business and position it for a more lucrative sale down the line. This sentiment is particularly common among entrepreneurs who see untapped potential in their ventures and are eager to capitalize on it. Furthermore, if your business operates passively in the background, requiring minimal intervention to keep it running smoothly, you may opt to maintain ownership and enjoy the benefits of passive income. This scenario is especially appealing to entrepreneurs seeking financial freedom and flexibility without the demands of active management. Ultimately, your decision to continue running your business post-acquisition may stem from a combination of these factors, reflecting your unique goals and priorities as an entrepreneur. Regardless of the path you choose, it's essential to recognize and celebrate your achievement in solving a problem that resonated with the market. Your ability to identify a pressing need, develop a viable solution, and bring it to market has been duly rewarded, signaling your success as an entrepreneur. Whether you decide to embark on a new venture, pursue other opportunities, or simply bask in the fruits of your labor, the acquisition represents a significant milestone in your entrepreneurial journey. In conclusion, the acquisition of your business marks a pivotal moment in your entrepreneurial career, offering two distinct paths forward. Whether you opt to continue running your business or cash in and sell, the decision ultimately hinges on your personal aspirations, business objectives, and long-term vision. Regardless of the path you choose, remember to reflect on the journey that brought you to this point and acknowledge the value you've created for yourself and your stakeholders. Part 5. Your money or your life. For many individuals, the pursuit of wealth transcends mere financial gain. It embodies the quest for freedom and fulfillment. Money, in its essence, is nothing more than a symbolic representation of value, whether in the form of paper currency or digital digits on a screen. Its worth is inherently tied to our collective belief in its purchasing power and utility. Yet, from the outset, the aspirations of most people extend far beyond the accumulation of wealth for its own sake. Consider the dreams that fuel our desires: paying off the mortgage, acquiring our dream car, traversing the globe without constraints, and experiencing a life unshackled from financial worries. These aspirations are not rooted in materialism, but rather in the pursuit of a deeper sense of liberation. a freedom that transcends monetary constraints. It is the yearning to live life on our own terms, to indulge in pursuits that ignite our passions, and to savor the precious moments unencumbered by financial concerns. The crux of this realization lies in the recognition of time as our most invaluable resource, a currency that once spent can never be reclaimed. Every moment devoted to a job that fails to inspire or enrich our lives is a precious fragment of time squandered. Is sacrificing the lion's share of our days in pursuit of financial security truly a worthy trade-off? Are we content to resign ourselves to a monotonous existence, where each day blends seamlessly into the next, devoid of purpose or fulfillment? Yet amidst this introspection, there exists a glimmer of hope for those who dare to envision an alternative path. For some, the prospect of financial independence beckons, a reality where worries about money become a distant memory. It is for these individuals that a clarion call resounds. Abandon the relentless pursuit of wealth and instead channel your energies towards solving meaningful problems. Indeed, the essence of this message lies not in the nature of money itself, but in the transformative power of problem solving. By shifting our focus from the accumulation of wealth to the creation of value, we unlock a pathway to true abundance. It is through identifying and addressing the needs of others that we cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends monetary gain. For those who harbor the desire to break free from the shackles of financial dependency, the journey begins with a simple yet profound shift in mindset. Embrace the pursuit of solutions to pressing problems and watch as the barriers to wealth crumble before you. It is in this pursuit of purpose-driven entrepreneurship that true liberation lies, a journey fueled not by the pursuit of riches, but by the relentless pursuit of solutions to the world's most pressing challenges. So, to all those who yearn for a life free from the tyranny of financial worry, heed this call to action. Cease your relentless pursuit of money and instead embark on a quest to solve the problems that plague our world. In doing so, you will not only secure your financial future, but also unlock the true essence of wealth, a life lived with purpose, passion, and profound fulfillment.